In this video, I'm going to be going over how I was able to turn a cold lead into a $2,000 client in just 72 hours. I'm going to break down my entire funnel for you guys, everything from the actual lead generation to getting them on a call to actually closing them in as a client. And this was a completely cold lead, and in just 72 hours turned into a buying customer. Whether you're an online coach yourself, sell some form of course or mentorship, or you're working with an influencer helping them sell a course or mentorship or something like that, you can plug this system and funnel into your business and use it for yourself. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to my laptop. I broke down the entire funnel for you guys so you can copy and paste it to your business. So without further ado, let's go there. All right, so we're at the laptop. And as you can see, this is kind of the diagram I have for you guys. I'm going to go into each step, everything from the actual Facebook ad to the lead opt-in to the outreach and booking the call to the pre-call nurture to the sales call to the close. Every single step I'm going to describe to you guys, and I'm going to go in depth. Like I'm going to show you literal screenshots from what I did. So you can see, like, I'm really not sugarcoating anything here. Like, this was a completely cold lead turned into a buyer in that 72-hour period. And I know this is obviously specific for this offer, but what I was telling you guys before too is you can use this on any offer. Like this could very well be a fitness client. This could be someone who wants to get into drop shipping. This could be someone who wants to start an online coaching business. Like it could be anything. So if you're, selling your own coaching right now and you're watching this, or you're maybe trying to be a little bit more behind the scenes like me, like the operator type, and work with coaches and help them build their businesses, like this is a system that you could implement into their funnel and all that sort of thing. So without further ado though, let's dive into it. Okay, so the first step is obviously the Facebook ad. As you can see, this is my cold traffic landing page ad. And I'm not spending a lot on it. I'm spending like $15 a day. And this was on the specific day that this lead opted in. And as you can see, my stats were really fucking good on that day. So I had 25 leads. And then here is the lead opt-in. As you can see, this guy's name was Craig. He opted in on the first. And as you can see, got tagged free Discord cold. I hid number and email, obviously, because it's personal information, but came through on my Slack, got tagged in my spreadsheet as cold. These are just automations that I have set up. From there, this is where we start to get into the depths. Next is going to be actually outreaching that lead and setting and booking a call. So I did this fully on my own so I can show you guys. And here's a little bit of what that looked like. So as you can see, this guy first opted in, and looks like it was actually like the 31st. So this might be like a little bit longer than 72 hours, but pretty much 72 hours. Because it was 72 hours from like when I actually got on the first setting call with him. I think that's really like the biggest point of contact there. So besides the point, as you can see, reached out to him. And when you're outreaching a cold lead, if you just outreach them and say, hey, how's it going? Or, yo, my name is this. How are you doing today? Like that sort of thing. Like it just comes off as so robotic. It just comes off as like, why would I even respond to this? Like they're a cold lead. Like you got to be giving them some sort of value for them to respond. So what I do is I'm like, hey, it's Aiden, owner of ZNA. Saw you recently joined the free Discord. And reminder, this is an ad to my free Discord. So that's the funnel. They go opt into a free Discord. I get their number. I reach out. I've been helping a few resellers lock in, blah, blah, blah. Do you want me to send over a breakdown or a video of how it works? So generally my audience, they want this. So odds are they are going to be like, yeah. And with this guy, as you can see, I even had to follow up because he didn't respond the first day. So I followed up the next day. As you can see, that was on that September 1st. Wanted to bump this, get a chance. Video's been helping a lot of people so far. Boom, got the response. So money's in the follow-up sometimes, guys. Sent the video over. It's on a landing page, which automatically is going to kind of gain their interest a little bit more. Thank you. Kind of just ask some questions. You a reseller already, you starting out. What made you want to start? Have you actually done anything to get started? And this guy kind of just said something that he's done to get started. And I kind of just dove right into it from there. Like I didn't really hold back. You don't have to have too much conversation with these people before to get on a setting call, because a setting call is really where you want to get a lot of the information anyway. So I was like, oh, nice, good start. And then I was like, this was kind of my pitch. If you want to, man, it would be cool to maybe jump on a call sometime today. I've been able to help a good amount of people turn secret reselling into full time. It'd be cool to see if I might be able to help you with that since it's your goal as well. So he was like, sure. And then ended up just getting on the phone call. And this is just the initial setting call. This is just getting on the phone, making sure that I can actually help the person, right? That's, when you're doing this with any type of lead, you just want to make sure you can help them, make sure they actually are qualified financially to do this, and make sure they're ready to get started right away. And this guy, once I got on the setting call with him, that was all three of those were checked off. And also, not to mention, when someone opts in, to also kind of warm them up a little bit more from being cold, I also have an email sequence that I send. I'm not going to go too in depth to this because this is more like the meat and potatoes of it. But I have the email sequence that is just meant to warm them up a little bit more. It sends them some free value. It also shows them some client testimonials. And it also, at the last email of the three, actually gives them an option to apply to the program, which this guy didn't even do that. I just had to reach him out on my own. Next step is the pre-sales call nurture. So what I did is on the setting call, I booked him in. This guy, pretty much I took him for, I was like, yeah, like I think I can help you with that. Got him on a sales call for the program because he gained interest in it. Pre-sales call nurture. I think this is the most important step, really. This is the most important step. So pretty much on the call, that landing page that I sent him, there's a video on there. And that's kind of like what you call it is kind of like a anti-VSL. Like it's a video sales letter, but it's not super salesy. It comes off as actually giving the person a lot of value. And it also shows them a lot of testimonials. So and it shows them your system in the program. So the whole goal of this type of VSL, it's like a passive VSL. I don't know if anti-VSL is the right word, but it's to pretty much kind of start to sell them into your program before you actually even get on the call with them. So this guy was like, I see the opportunity with not limiting myself to that means he's engaged into it. That's really good. So then what I did is I even doubled down before the sales call. I was like, I'm glad you like that. I'm going to send you over this video I just recorded with my student who hit a 5K profit month in August. This guy's goal when we were talking on the phone, he wanted to hit 5K in a month. This just shows him, I just had a student do that. It shows him that it's possible. So why not send that over to him on top of the other video? Perfect. Thanks. He ended up watching that. Next is obviously the sales call. This is where you get on that one-on-one call on Zoom. And he didn't have the link, so I just sent it to him. But this is kind of just show you that happened. And the sales call, I mean, if you want to learn more about like actual sales call, I literally have a live recorded sales call on my YouTube. So you can scroll down. I think it's one of my first videos. I have a recorded sales call. Did the sales call with him. And then from there, you can guess what happened next. Boom, the close. $2,000 close. This guy, the notification came through on the 5th, but yeah, this was around 72-hour turnaround. It might have been a little bit longer, but whatever. Same thing. I mean, 72 hours, another day. It's not the biggest deal. But yeah, this guy completely cold. Came through. Didn't really know much about me. Didn't know much about anything really. Joined the free Discord. Got the outreach message. Had to follow up with him. Then figured out that I can actually get on a quick call with him, see if I can help. I could help, booked in the sales call, closed him on the sales call. And let me also mention this. If you're doing this system, whether you're doing this all yourself or you have like a setter and a closer and stuff, the key with all of this stuff is speed. As you can see, this guy opted in on September 1st. He immediately, or it might have been like the 31st, he immediately got outreach that same day. And then the texts were sent fast, and it was speed to get on the setting call. Then it was speed to get him booked in on the sales call. Speed is super key when you're dealing with cold outreach because the thing is, or cold leads, because they will lose interest very quickly, like very quickly. Like if I didn't message this guy right away, like he might have never responded. And follow-up is very key, as you can see as well. Not everybody's going to respond off the first message. You might need to send another one. So that's the process, guys. And like I said, this can be installed into any like coaching program, anyone that's selling. Like if you're watching this and you're selling an online course or mentorship, you can use this funnel. You could start running a colder traffic ad to get more leads in. You can have yourself or your setter reach out to them, get on a quick call, make sure that you can help them, book them into a sales call, and then close them in. This pre-call, this like nurture before the call, this is super important. It's also super important to actually get on a quick setting call with them before the sales call. So you already have a point of contact and they already see a bunch of your testimonials and stuff. And if you do that right, you will be able to increase your close rate on cold traffic. So yeah, hope this helped. If you got any value out of this, either as an online coach or influencer or as someone, trying to work with online coaches, if you got any value, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to continue to drop sauce for you guys. Like, comment. And if you have any questions about anything, my Instagram DMs are always open. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.